Hello and welcome back. We've been talking about low maintenance gardening, doing something that is not going to be so stressful for you. And when I mean low maintenance, I don't just mean like I mean that it takes less watering, less energy, less time, and less finances or less money. And ornamental grass is a great way to create a low maintenance garden. And I love grasses because have a look at the leaves, the foliage there. It's so beautiful. There's nothing more that you need to do with this. Just put it in the ground. And some people are always often worried that when you put it in, it's going to take over the space in your bed. And I'm going to show you, so keep on watching now, and I'm going to show you how I take care of that problem, how I take care of it taking over the space in your flower beds. Yeah, so these are a great way to fill up your borders without cutting an arm and leg, and without having too much flowers. You understand? You have to get the balance right. Even now in my garden, I feel like the flowers are just too much. I control that by restricting the colors that I use. So maybe I go with a color scheme. So usually in my garden, you'd find a range of pinks to purples and sometimes blues, but that's about it. I don't have yellows in these flower beds, except you go into my vegetable garden. That's where you find oranges and yellows. So it's not too much for me, because it's very easy for it to become overwhelming. And when you come into like a garden space, you want to be able to enjoy it. You don't want to feel overwhelmed, and too many colors can be draining sometimes. You want it calming and soothing. So yes, there's a wide range of grasses that you can include in your flower bed that is so easy to maintain. And if you put them in your flower bed, you don't have to, that's all you have to do basically. You don't have to worry about them. You can go for the ones that are tall, you can go for the short ones, depending on what you want. Really, you can choose the colors. They have greens, they have browns, they have I've even seen there's, of course, this one is like a pink green one. Yeah, some of them look like they're dead or dry, but yet they are alive and breathing, and they're just there and just doing it for you in the flower bed. So I'm going to take you around my flower bed and show you the ones that I have and how they're looking and how I've used them. So I'm starting right here with these ones. You can see the color of this one. It's just been in this container, and in here I found a little bit of moss as well. Yeah, and these ferns in here planted themselves. I didn't put them in, they just started growing and I just left them there. I had a bit of sage, but it's dried out. But this is called I don't know, but I'll find out the name and I'll let you have it. But this is so beautiful, and it goes very well with this Japanese acer that's right beside it. And I've had it in that pot for how long, God knows how long, and it just comes back every year. During the winter it dries out a little bit and then it comes back again. This here is this is cordyline. I've got two of them here. There's this one, and I've also got the other one on that side. You can see it there. This is about 4 years old. No, 3 years old, because it's about 3 years I've been living here. And it's so, like, it's just doing the color, the pinks, and I don't know what you call those colors, but they are beautiful in the flower beds. And it's low, it goes very high, so you have to be sure to put it in a place that you want to have it in permanently. Yeah, and those are the ones I have on this bed. They are beautiful. It comes in different colors. I've got them in different parts of the garden, and you don't have to do anything. Once you put it in the bed, it's there, and you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, once in a while I just come and take down the leaves that are not looking too pretty anymore. You can see them at the bottom, and you tidy it up right there, and the rest of it is beautiful on the top, and you just leave that, and that will just keep on growing higher and higher for you. And this brings me to this one. This is another type of grass. Yeah, so I've left it in with the container. The container is in the ground, so it doesn't spread beyond that point there. That's always where it's going to be. There's another one of it on this side. You can see it just fills up the border for me, and it brings it up high, right? Yeah, So this color is like a black velvet, or I don't know what to call it now, but it's, you can see how beautiful that is, and you can just put flowers by the side of it. But then if you want the space taking, you want it to fill up the border without worrying about whether to whether it's going to flower, whether it's not going to flower, whether it's going to come back or it's not going to come back, that won't be a problem at all. You just leave it in there and it will just do the job for you. I've got quite a few of them in this bed. There's one there, there's another one in there, and another one in there. They're all in their containers in there. So there you have it, guys. That's how you use ornamental grass to fill up your borders and to create a flower bed that is interesting, beautiful, and not overwhelming, but just soothing and calming to the eyes. I hope I showed you the ones from my front garden as well. I do the whites and the yellows in the front garden, so I have got some in the front garden as well. Yeah, that's how you do it. I love ornamental grass because it comes, you know, it brings its own, like if you look at my background now, there are no flowers, it's just the greens that I have, and I've got the flowers on this side, but also you don't want the flowers to be too much. You want it to be like a good mix of everything, and ornamental grass brings its own, like, some of them have the heights, you know, you can plant the tall ones, you can plant the short ones if you want something that you can be looking down to. It's going to fill up all the empty spaces, and like I said, you can leave it in with the containers if you are worried about it spreading all over your garden. If you keep an eye on it, you can easily take out the ones that are just germinating from wherever you don't want them to be during spring or during the summer, and just keep an eye on your bed. That's all it is. And of course, talking about low maintenance, once they're in there, they can stay for long seasons without water. They're not affected by drought or too much rain or any of those things that worry us gardeners. So I hope you learned a thing or two. I enjoyed bringing this to you. I've been on my own journey of finding what I like in my flower bed as well, and I'm trying to do different things. In fact, this year I've put in a few different things in my flower beds. So I have also, as well as ornamental grass, I have some fruits and vegetables in my bed. So I have things like tomatoes, peppers, aubergines, corns. They are just in my flower bed, and during the harvest season, I'm going to be taking out of the out of my flower bed. I'm going to be taking some food as well out of my flower bed. So yes, that's what I wanted to bring to you today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me. I shall see you in the next one. Bye. On our community tab, we do a feedback on all the lovely plants, both horticultural and vegetables that are in the backyards, in the diaspora gardens. So if you haven't yet subscribed, that's enough reason to subscribe, because if you're not subscribed, you won't be getting access to the community content. Also, we love to have a reaction from you. Would love to hear from you. Engage in the community, engage in the discussions. And when you finish, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It's important because it lets us know whether you liked the video or whether you didn't like the video. And also, it's good for the algorithm. So be a part of our success. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.